Also, I am absolutely thrilled for Sarah Pash coming back. I mean, they played the cards white all one with Denny Bradley. I mean, my being a dead father's character into it, so it's just not right. There's sort of tough. Muffwhite being back, Becky McDonald was. I mean, I was at a production meeting when they first commissioned it, and I was just told Maya, and I said to them, do not commission it after our spin-off. We are going to commission it. I said, you fucking what? We are not going to come. You are not commissioning a week in Brighton. No more, no more, finished. So I went down to Brighton for the planning meeting, and it's not the best. It's not the best tribute to the Gilroys I ever see. The best tribute. They should pay tribute to to I mean, I was the co-creator of the After spin-off, and I originally wanted Bo Worthington to guest star, but by this year he became very ill and died the next year. So I approached Bear while I was filming a Ricochet commercial and said, I'm doing this tribute to Coronation Street 40th anniversary. He's got to come back. And his daughter was like, no, he's too old. No, well, if he doesn't come back, I'm quitting the project. So, I didn't get Bill, but I got Ken Morley. Now, Ken Morley's unprofessional. And we filmed the episode in Brighton. And also about episode 3, when Victoria Corey Nielsen came into the role. I worked with her on the Teletubbies episode in Spain. You know, the one with Prestige, Betwins, Gloria Jenkins. Now, Sue Todd was on Brookside at the time, so we didn't get her. And I think we wanted Tracy Acton, as she was known, Tracy Beston, played by Dawn Acton, but unfortunately Dawn Acton did a disappearing act and didn't take part in the special. Oh, she did appear, but in a thing with Mara, I think, as a waitress, which I wrote comically. Now, I mentioned this the other day, but Kim Alton worked on the Betty Driver story, and 56 of which I have yet to watch on DVD. But I have to watch the Betty Driver story up first. Anyway, have anybody got the 45-minute version with Betty in her prime? And Phil Collinson, who's about the biggest joke in TV, credit we wrote her out. When he first came into the show, Phil Collinson was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna ignore the health of Betty Driver, we're gonna have a big stunt, and we're gonna have this big stunt class. And I remember thinking, she's 90 years old, for goodness sake! Kerry Watt was a good mate with Kevin Kennedy. And I remember the pain in his voice on that record. Many trailers that did it. Why didn't they? I just feel sorry for poor Coronation Street. They had this big stunt. I mean, if you watch the full interview, you could hear tears Oh, I mean, I presume because I mean they kept it hidden. They bought him his big stunt director Graham Harper, and Graham Harper didn't know that Betty Driver was an hour wrecked because he was busy on the program, and the director and and everybody, and they had this big stunt. And when did this start to out? It was about 3 months after the stunt. I will always remember Paul Collington saying to Betty Driver, "You're not going to win, I'll tell you." I think that's the most stirring echo I've ever heard. That to me will always stand out as a stirring echo of the past. And she did die, but I cannot. But I remember where I was. I was on my way to Morecambe, which I still go there now, as a matter of fact. Uh, with BBC Waves is down here. With BBC Waves, who is getting rid of West Barton apparently and bringing in somebody else. Big Green's got diabetes, Andrew Evers, who don't know, who did Ian Covey's work on the Emma Graham Memorial. I mean, why bother to hold a memorial to a respected publican? I'll never know. I was only me for my cousin's wedding. I didn't go, and I didn't. So anyway, why did they hold a public memorial to an actress in Manchester? I'll never forget the time. Why did they send Maddoxman down? I mean, come on, give the actors some respect, for goodness sake. I mean, the cold mermaid Seth Armstrong, they gave him this tribute, narrated by Felix Salford, and the killing of Aaron Turner's anyway. I mean, Aaron Turner was funny, but why would a storm hold it? It's the biggest. It's the big. Why have a storm in the seas and then have this big killer stuff that come along with? The storm should have come first. The funeral episode should have come second, and the third one should have come fourth. Not the other way round. I mean, God Almighty. The bloody. Oh God. Eminem does not care about historic history. What's gonna happen is I've seen people with cancer, with i.e. original persuading, get to it as possible. Not by members of the media who think it's clever. By the way, I'm gonna put a link to Elizabeth. By the way, I'm gonna put a link on my Twitter page in a couple of minutes regarding Elizabeth Biden. That is how you treat her. And that's just properly. Not like Mike McCarthy of Sky News, who tweeted Betty Driver, my corset. I don't want it. I suppose they're waiting for Dino Alexander to kick the bucket, so we can have this opposite bit about obviously offended the middle class. Come on. I bet you all the factor life will be tearing when Eldorton kicks it. When Eldor, when Dino hits underdive, I can tell you that. I mean, this Storm's probably the next to go. Did you see her on Daybreaker from White put and Owen? She ended up on All White at Night. Another place where the goth TV who used to end up in the 70s and 80s can go for one last shot of being humiliated. Which Dawn does not. It's been got totally humiliated by the audience. I mean, the woman's in poor health, for God's sake. Oh, what's her dying dignity? For God's sake. I mean, fuck. She was not good support of Major. And I will be tearing, and I will be possibly tearing when buried up with Cosset, because she was a waiver to supporting threat. So was her husband. They were both middle class nanas. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's still a waiver supporting so Coronation Sweet. Not anymore, it won't. I mean, I'm watching it for Tracy's wedding this week. But do not watch it when they're mentoring waiver in the moon. Being back at Tim McDonald an ex-serviceman was an absolute joke. Biggest joke I've heard in a long time. Wrestling with a foreign by bringing back an ex-serviceman. Well done, Stuart Blackburn. You have earned my reputation of being the idiot of 2014. And I'm warning you. You bring back you bring back you bring back back wins, and you bring back wins again. Do it. Do me a favour. See me back more times than you will beat this catalogue. I mean, Aaron Quoten in the moving documentary was enough. Took her asses in the sea. She was a wibble snorting. She was a wibble supporting cow. I don't watch Corey anymore because he's anti-political and anti-veteran. There is a woman right now in heaven who will not like what you're doing. So please, respect her wishes before I respect them for you. Before I respect them for myself. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.